Hi and welcome back. This is Yabin Miklos here with GCMRP Demo Part 2. Made a lot of changes in the last version. I'm really excited about it to show it off. Hopefully this video comes out a little better than my first video. I'm trying to record it at a higher res. So let's get right to the beginning. We made a lot of changes in the next version, in this version 0.40, and starting off with the biggest change and the most requested thing was the ability to get through your go from your inventory to your bag back to the crafting page without having to re-request a URL every single time you do. And we did this through a authentication process with the website. So I'm going to take you through that right now. It's probably one of the first things you're going to want to do, although I should mention it is not necessary. You do not have to do this, but this will allow you to actually log into the website and keep yourself logged in so you don't have to request new URLs every single time you want to do something with the GCMRP system. So we start off with wearing the meter, new meter. We go to the chat bar, we type /3 authenticate. Did I spell that right? I don't think I did. There we go, authenticate. And we hit enter. It's going to give you a URL. This is id gorecombatmeter.us, and it's going to give you a URL with a specific key that's just for your avatar. So you'll see here I have Yabin Miklos. It's going to ask you for your email address. We should mention at this point that we don't use the email addresses for anything other than for you to recover your passwords if you lose them. So you're not going to be getting any email from GCM. So I'm just going to put an email here. gorecombatmeter.us, and then I'm going to put in a password. And I'll probably use my password I use all the time. Make sure both passwords are the same, and apparently my password strength is weak. I authenticated my account. I am now successfully authenticated. It's going to ask me then to actually log into the site. If you look up here in the corner, you're going to notice it says GCM guest 425. That's because the site doesn't actually know who I am right now. I'm just some avatar contacting the website through Second Life. Once I go through this process, you'll see that little bar in the upper right hand corner actually changes to my account, and it'll show me all the links to my different areas. So I'm going to go Yabin Miklos, put in my password, log into site. I've been logged in. Boom. As you can see here, I have access obviously to the admin area because I'm an admin on the site, the main site, forums, wiki, and also the roleplay system. However, also up here in the corner, I have my bag, crafting, and our brand new feature, the marketplace, which I'll get to in a little bit. So first off, I'm going to take you to my bag. You're going to notice that we've made a lot of changes to the bag. Way cooler icons. Everything is kind of awesome, draggy, droppy. I can drag things into my trash. Boom, they go into my trash. I can also restore them right out of my trash. They come right back. So using the bag in this interface is a lot easier. We also had a lot of requests for a move all button. So now we have a button that, boom, will move everything into my trash, or boom, moves everything out of my trash. You're going to notice down here there's another box, a new box. It's called the Marketplace. And the Marketplace is awesome, and I can't talk about how much I like this new feature because it's going to create an in-world economy. And that's the whole goal. The whole goal for us was to create something that the players have to kind of barter with each other and to kind of increase the awesomeness of the roleplay system. So let's say, for example, I wanted to put my fire that I happen to have 2 of on the marketplace. Well, all I do is drag it to the marketplace, and I save the changes, and it's going to bring up a little menu, and it's going to say, okay, you're trying to sell something. The item is fire. How much do you want to sell it for? And we can sell it all the way up to 10 gold, although I don't think anybody's going to pay 10 gold for some fire. Let's say I wanted to use, I guess 1 silver. That's kind of expensive, but anyway. You'll get the idea here. There's 2 buttons. There's a buy and a bid. Right now, bid is not turned on. We're still working on the bid part of the site. But right now, you can set up things for buy now, basically. If you think about eBay, you can set it up and people can just come and buy it for whatever you're asking for. Then there's a duration, and I can set it all the way up to a month, all the way down to 1 day. For every day that you want it to be on the marketplace, there's a charge of 2 copper. And this is so that there's a money sink in the system, and that so people aren't just throwing up any random resources. Really what we're trying to do is get people to do a lot of crafting to have a way of kind of making money in-game, in-game gold with this system. So you'll see there I put it up for 1 day for 8.5 copper. I save the changes. Boom, I successfully listed on the marketplace. If I go back to my bag, you'll notice that the fire is gone. I only have 1 fire. I had 2 before. However, if I go to the marketplace, you'll see that if I was to search this marketplace, we have a whole bunch of different search terms here. If I'm looking for bags, food, drink, healing, resources, what type is it, an item or a resource, what's the name of it. I can do a price range from whatever to whatever. I can even search by who it's created by. So if I go here and I look at resources and I say anything from 0 to 10 gold and I search, all right, and I hit search, you'll notice here is you got stone and it's a resource and it's on the market by Lucian Collars. He put it up there for 1 copper. So if I wanted to, I could just click on this and purchase it, and which I think I'm going to do. I'm going to buy Lucian stone. I have successfully bought Lucian stone. And if I go back to my bag, you'll notice, boom, I got stone. So that's a very brief overview of the marketplace. We're going to be expanding it a lot. We're going to be adding a bid option. However, right now, the only thing that's working is buy now. But it's actually, I think, going to be a really awesome thing. It's going to give a point to crafting. So hopefully you guys like that. So that's one of the major changes. The other one is in the trade, which actually I have to get my friend Lucian down here so he can come trade with me. So I'm going to stop the video here for a second. I'll be right back when I get him here. All right, back. I got Lucian here now, and I'm going to trade with him. So I go to Inventory, RP Items, and Trade. And it's going to ping his meter, and it's going to come back to me, and it's going to say there's Lucian Collars to trade with. But this is the really cool part. The really, really cool part is that this trade is actually live. It is a real-time trade between myself and Lucian Collars. And what you'll see here is it's something that looks similar to the bag. However, on the right-hand side, I have offers to Lucian Collars and offers from Lucian Collars. So what you'll see here is Lucian's actually offering me about 50 gold and a stone, and I'm going to offer him the stone I just bought off him. I'm going to give him his own stone back, and I'm going to offer him, I don't know, 17 gold and 17 copper. And what's really cool is that if he was to remove something from the window, it actually updates live in front of me. So now when you trade to people, before you're actually ready to trade, you can see exactly what they're offering. So as you see, he just put a green thing around his name, which means he hit accept. So he's satisfied with what he's offering me. I'm going to click accept. Now we're both green, and now we can complete the trade. See, now if I was to uncheck this, all of a sudden he wouldn't be able to complete his trade because it says that I'm not ready. But now I'm going to go ready again. And once that comes back, now we're both ready. I click complete trade. The trade is completed. I am now 17 gold poorer, and he is 55, or however we trade. I forget what the numbers were, but you get the idea. It's a really awesome system, and it's live, and it's very secure because it's session based. So you're both basically sharing the same session on the website. And there you go. So I just traded with Lucian in real time. So those are the three big main features. The upgraded bag with the icons and the cool draggy droppy interface, the marketplace, which is going to be huge, and the live trade, which is also pretty friggin' awesome. Everything beyond that is pretty much the same. We did make a couple of changes to using items. We split it into food and drink and medical. Food and drink, like for example, I have some cheese and llama and water in my inventory. If I wanted to use some of them, I just click on here and it would let me use them. And then of course you guys know that it would either give me if the region allows buffing, these things will give me buffs. If I go back and I click on inventory, RP items, and I go to medical, I don't think I have any bandages. I may. Oh, that's another thing we added, the busy timer. You see right here, it says you're currently busy. This is to stop people from stacking or flipping back and forth and trying to use the buffs like mini heals. There's a 30 minute and a half timer on each of them. So you go to inventory, RP items, medical, and I actually do have a bandage. And now if I was to use this bandage, I would actually heal myself. you should know about things you should know about bandages is that you can't bandage yourself over 100%. So if I was to use it right now, I would just waste the bandage. Also, bandages do not instantly heal you. What they do is increase your natural healing by 5 times. So in other words, instead of getting back 1 HP point per tick, I get back 5 for a max of, I think, 45 seconds. So basically 9 ticks of 5, which basically for almost a minute increase your heal time, your heal ability, so you come back to life faster. We figured that was a little bit more fair than an instant heal. I guess that's it. Let me go through here real quick so I don't forget anything. There's a lot of changes that we did in the core itself, on the combat aspect, but I'm not going to get into that too much because that's more for fighting, and this is really the debut the RP and crafting system. So yeah, trade, marketplace, my bag. The crafting is pretty much the same. So if I click on craft here, it's actually going to take me to the crafting site. The crafting is hasn't changed much. We added some new icons, but beyond the icons, which you'll see here, got some pretty icons over here. It's pretty much still the same. We also added a little questionnaire thing. If you're curious about what these things do, you click the little question mark. And that's pretty much it. Yep. So, thanks again for hanging out and checking the video out, and hopefully this one comes out better than the last one. Thanks a lot. See you later.